This is my audience for today's presentation. Okay. Good evening. Today I'm going to talk about CPR. The specific purpose is to inform my audience of the steps in performing CPR. I would like to perform it in somebody else, but since COVID-19 is still around, for safety, I like to keep my own distance. My thesis is CPR involves three basic steps, which is our airway, breathing, and circulation. My attention gatherer is if someone around you suddenly collapse, how will you do? How will you react? Many emergencies call for someone who knows CPR. Many of us have heard CPR or maybe not, but do we really know how to do it? Knowing CPR can help you to save somebody's life. Excuse me. CPR stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation, a technique that consists of three parts, as simple as ABC, airway, breathing, and circulation. According to the American Heart Association pamphlet titled Cardiopulmonary Resuscitation, the first step of CPR is always going to be airway. When a person is unconscious, you must first check their airway. For example, begin by hitting the head back and gently lift the chin with your fingers while pushing down the forehead with your right hand. Next, you should lean over the victim and listen for signs of breathing. Listen, look, and feel for breathing for 3 to 5 seconds more or less. Craven and that's said by Craven and Hindley in their book, page 972. If you notice signs of breathing, do not continue the step of CPR. You gotta stop right away and call emergency. Because the people, that means the person is still living and breathing. At this point, place the victim to their side. This is known as the recovery position. Allow the victim to remain in this position until the emergency personnel arrives. Transition after checking the airway and the victim is not breathing, you will need to continue the CPR. According to the fundamentals of nursing textbook by Ruth Craven, the second step in CPR is breathing. By breathing, I mean if the person is breathing, that means it's still alive. At this point, you must perform rescue breathing. Place your mouth over the victim's mouth and with the other hand, pinch out the victim's nose closed. Continue to lift the victim's head back and lift the chin. You must, at this point, give 2 rescue breaths. Give 2 slow breaths, approximately 2 duration for each breath, 2 seconds, 2-3 seconds. And as you provide these breaths, be sure the victim's chest is rising to assure proper ventilation. Once rescue breaths have been given, look for signs of circulation. The last step for CPR is always going to be circulation. First, look for signs of circulation. Signs of circulation include breathing, coughing, or movement. Either of those 3 means there's still circulation. If you see signs of circulation, place the victim in the recovery position. If the victim doesn't respond to rescue breaths, start chest compressions. That means if the person is not breathing or there's no circulating, you gotta start the recovery process again. Lean forward to ensure that your shoulders are above your straightened arms and hands. You are now ready to begin chest compressions. Provide 15 compressions at a rate of 100 compressions per minute, slightly faster than 1 compression per second. Then stop and provide 2 more rescue breaths. This process should be repeated for 1 minute, 4 cycles of 15 compressions and 2 breaths. Now, at this point, here are some helpful hints to determine whether they continue CPR. According to the book Medical Surgical Nursing, written by Suzanne and Brenda G., if the victim begins to respond, stop compressions. If the victim is coughing or moving but is not breathing, continue to give 2 rescue breaths every 5 seconds. If the victim begins breathing normally, place them in a recovery position again. My conclusion is checking the airway, breathing, and circulation of a victim can save their life. There are many organizations that can help you get verified or certified for CPR. Some courses are free and others cost around $25, which is cheap, meaning that you can with that save somebody's life. This is a small price to pay to save thousands of lives if you least expect it. Now, if someone around you needs your help, you know how to do it.